Jay Oberg, again, this is one of these, the roller skate and the piano car.
This is a
another
guitar.
one. So this is a fully drivable hot rod. So all 6 of these wheels steer, so you can literally drive this. It's crazy. It's a dedication to Johnny Cash.
So cool.
And then we have 4 showrooms of just classic cars. So it's anything from these weird roadsters to a ton of muscle cars. We have an insane amount of collections. We sell about 50 to 70 a month, so we buy them as much as we'll go out to auctions and buy them in bulk. Grease Lightning and Batmobiles, and this is kind of where you get into the TV and movie cars. This is actually Elvis's car.
No way.
We had a show about 3 years ago called Volo House of Cars. I think it was on the History Channel. It was like a 6-episode series. It's still on Amazon. But one of the episodes was about finding this car, and it's actually Elvis's car and how he found the paperwork and found it in a barn. It's pretty cool. A lot of these are barn finds, which people have or collectors have, and it just kind of sits for like 40 years somewhere.
Until somebody finds it.
And then we have the Time Machine, the DeLorean. That's one of the favorites. And then the Ghostbusters one as well. And then all of these cars were actually used in the Fast and the Furious movies. So that's for the Fast 1. That was Vin Diesel's car. That was actually the hero car, the screen-used one. Same here. I think they had 3 of these. 2 of these were totaled, and then one was for the green screen. So Paul Walker and Vin Diesel just sat in this one for all the green screen stuff. So this is really one of the only surviving car from that actually is in good shape. And at the end, that was the last car Paul Walker used before he passed away. And that was actually parachuted out of a helicopter. So I think they had 5 or 6 cars in Fast 7 that they actually parachuted out of a plane. No CGI, all legit parachuting, so you can still see the clamps and stuff that they put on there.
Yeah.
We have a Land Cruiser from Star Wars, the original Star Wars from '77. James Bond, Transformers, Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. That's a replica. That's not the original one, sold for like $3 million or something like that. But a lot of these they use for promotional things as well. So they might have a certain amount of cars that they use, but they're licensed for movie premieres and things like that. So it's to a T exactly what the car was for Eleanor. So this is all the classic cars. We have another showroom of cars that are newer than '85. I mean, some of these cars are just sort of, this is $200,000 custom chopped up crazy.
Shiny.
That's I think $380,000 car. This is a
bathroom.
Jet-powered outhouse. So it's a full jet-powered thing. So this is an actual picture of him driving, and this jet fuel is going through here. The problem was the first time that he drove it, it tipped because of the inertia or momentum, and it tipped forward, but he had no way of going outside of the door, but it tipped forward, and he was just covered in jet fuel. So it basically could have exploded. So they started putting trapdoors here. But we have a V8 powered bar stool that we're gonna race against the Outhouse in the summer. So stay tuned for that. Over the years, we've had, countless celebrities come through here. So not only celebrities in movie, Universal Studios, Stephen King has rented the Christine car for another movie. Ladies, welcome to Jurassic Gardens. The original thing was just to have it outside and just have some statues, and our train tour would just go through and you'd see some dinosaurs. And then we came across these, and we're like, these are way cooler.
Yeah.
So they have motion sensors and they're foam, so they, a lot of them will breathe and blink, and they're a lot more lifelike and realistic. So kids just go bananas for them. So we kind of set up this tour. So not only can you see the dinosaurs, but we have a fossil dig behind you here. So this is all included. So you can sit here, and normally this is covered up, but kids have brushes and they can, be their own little archaeologist and find fossils. And then 40 plus dinosaurs that we have here, but some are small, some are set up as scenes, some are humongous.
Some are scary.
Yeah.
Some are not.
And it's really amazing. I think kids have just gotten desensitized. It was 2 or 3
they're
years that I thought were like,
anything.
you'd be terrified. Not one of them. More
This
terrified.
one's breathing, I saw it.
Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus is my favorite.
Fun fact, their brain is about the size of a ping pong ball. And all of these plates, which they thought were embedded in their skeleton, actually float on their skin. So when you see the fossils, they're always separated.
Oh, wow.
So they weren't actually connected to their... And because we live in a social media world, we try to set up a lot of photo ops in areas where not only do you have keepsakes instead of just standing in front of a dinosaur, but it helps promote our thing too, because they'll be up on Instagram, you know.
Instagram's the place to be.
Jurassic Gardens is separate from the museum, but you can buy combo passes. So for like $30 or $32, you can see everything in the museum. And it's definitely a full day's worth of stuff. We're going through so fast, but like the stories on each item and how they acquired it and how they found it, there's just so much. And we have a little Raptor Pen arcade. Those take tokens, but they're just kind of like more video games, a little bit newer, but kind of vintage video games. And we have an old school Jurassic Park with the square TV, the tube TV from the 90s in here.
So tell our viewers who now really want to come here how to get tickets and how to take advantage of this entire experience.
Yeah, so volofun.com, and that has the classic cars if you want to buy one, if you want the dinosaurs, or if you want the museum. It's all under volofun.com, and you can kind of just play around. The tickets are there, memberships are available. They're super cheap right now, so get a membership and just come back here all the time. If you get a combo pass, you can come back the next day for free. So if you're here for a weekend, or if you want to make it a weekend, they have an antique mall, which we haven't even touched, which has like 400 vendors. There's like 7 miles of antiques. So this is a full day, this is a full weekend worth of stuff. So definitely volofun.com, check it out, you won't regret it.
There's even more happening in Volo. You absolutely need to make some plans to visit that museum with your family. Coming up next on GDS, it's Spirit Day. We're making banana cocktails with Winnebago County Casa. Don't go anywhere.